Hello, my friend. It's almost actually 7:34. I just, I mean, got back home around 6, I think. Yeah. We drove like another 2.5 hours from Huizhou back to Shenzhen safely. I'm grateful for being back safely. Driving was tiring, and shout out to my girlfriend who drove the entire way. I didn't drive at all. After lunch, I just took a nap in the car. So let me just read some books before. Yeah, I haven't done any other routines yet. I just wrote some journals last night when I couldn't sleep, like at 2 a.m. or something. Okay. It is naive, she says, for international groups to come into Africa and hope that they can solve our problems. What they find is that they can be here for 20 years and they go back. Hold up. Let me finish doing the first article here. I didn't last night. Hmm. I came of age during a period of protest in the streets. Women have been marching and picketing and demanding their rights for my entire life. And as with most movements, progress comes in fits and starts. Times of setbacks and periods that feel like a whoosh of momentum. The Equal Rights Amendment, first drafted in 1923, seemed certain to be ratified by the early 1970s, but stalled. We are now in another moment of sweeping progress, most evident in the Me Too movement, an astounding upwelling of emboldened and infuriated women saying time's up to sexual harassment and assault. That revolt has produced a new wave of legislation, greater awareness, and immediate consequences for men who had previously gotten a pass or slap on the wrist for predatory behavior. Veterans in the struggle for women's rights, used to disappointment, are hoping this really is a long lasting movement, not just a moment. This is an era of outrage and division, but there are strong reasons for optimism. We are witnessing an age when six women can stand on debate stages in the United States and credibly argue that they should be elected to the most powerful office in the world, and when a woman is the Speaker of the House of Representatives. We live in a time when women can become a four-star general or an Oscar-winning film director or a Fortune 500 CEO. Around the globe, women are gaining unprecedented power. They hold a majority of seats in the lower house of Rwanda's legislature. Nearly two-thirds of the Spanish government's cabinet ministers are women. The only country that banned women from driving, Saudi Arabia, has finally allowed it. Women have led almost a third of the world's countries. In a seismic development, the US women's national soccer team dominated the World Cup with such force, consistency, and chutzpah that it outperformed the US men's team in victories, viewership, and pop cultural status. When you mention American soccer today, the women are the ones who symbolize the sports. But we still live in a time when those megastars are fighting in court to ensure they are paid the same as the men. Actually, it's not even about the equal pay for equal work. It's equal pay for demonstrably more successful work. These are women who strut their success, reveling in their triumphs on the field and becoming role models for women seeking to challenge the basis for their second-class status. For centuries, women have been viewed as the weaker, more vulnerable gender. They have been rendered inferior, not necessarily with their consent, but with considerable help from social constructs and scientific research. British journalist Angela Sani documents how science has long defined and confined I want to read this too. Actress Dorothy Newell was a national sensation in 1915 when she painted her demand for equal rights on her back. Less than a month after tens of thousands of women marched down Fifth Avenue, 2 years later, New York allowed women to vote, and in 1920, the nation did it. The nation did. It had taken a sustained campaign launched in 1848 to win women the vote denied them by the U.S. Constitution. Votes for women. Okay. Alright. I'm not reading anymore. Thank you for reading with me. 停止录像。